So hello everyone. In today's class I am going to discuss how to find the inverse by using algebraic equation in matrix A. In the last class also I have discussed how to find the inverse of a matrix. अगर इक्वेशन दिया रहेगा तो अगर एक मैट्रिक्स का एल्जेब्रिक इक्वेशन दिया रहेगा तो वहां से इनवर्स कैसे फाइंड आउट करना है, दैट वन टुडे आई एम गोइंग टू डिस्कस. ओके, फॉर फाइंडिंग the inverse by using algebraic equation. For finding the inverse by using algebraic equation in A, I have written in capital letter A. A means the matrix A. Okay? तो इसके लिए क्या क्या क्वेश्चन में दिया रहेगा और कैसे पता चलेगा कि यहाँ पे algebraic equation ही है और वहां से इनवर्स फाइंड आउट करना है, तो कैसे पता चलेगा? कुछ ना कुछ तो हिंट्स या कुछ तो क्लू तो दिया रहेगा ना. तो क्या होता है कि एक्चुअली आई हैव नॉट रिटन ऑल द स्टेप्स टू सॉल्व सच टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन. विद द हेल्प ऑफ वन एग्जांपल आई विल एक्सप्लेन दोज स्टेप्स. ओके, so sometimes a matrix, say capital letter A, and an algebraic equation in matrix A is given to us. One algebraic equation and a matrix, say capital letter A, is given to us, and we have to show that A satisfies this equation. We have to show that A, capital letter A means the matrix, the given matrix. We have to show that the matrix A satisfies the given equation, and then find the inverse of A. So ये सब कुछ दिया रहेगा क्वेश्चन में, इसीलिए मैं एक एग्जांपल भी लिख दिया इसके नीचे. आई विल एक्सप्लेन दिस एग्जांपल नाउ. फिर से मैं रिपीट कर रहा हूं क्या क्या दिया रहेगा टू फाइंड द इनवर्स ऑफ एनी मैट्रिक्स बाय यूजिंग द algebraic equation. Okay, one matrix will be given. Along with that matrix, one algebraic equation also will be given, and you have to show that the matrix A satisfies the given equation. We have to show that the matrix A satisfies the given algebraic equation, and then find the inverse of A. And after that we have to find the inverse of the matrix A with the help of the algebraic equation. Okay, with the help of the algebraic equation only we have to find the inverse of that matrix. That will be the last part of the question. First part में क्या होगा, एक algebraic equation दिया रहेगा. Equation means you know जिसमें left hand side में होता है, right hand side भी होता है. So one algebraic equation will be given. You have to show that whether the matrix A is satisfying the equation or not. तो अगर satisfy करने के बाद then only with the help of that algebraic equation you have to find the inverse of that matrix A. Okay, so let us take one example. Show that ST means show that the matrix A, the matrix capital letter A, which is a square matrix. Of course it is a square matrix only क्योंकि कल मैं बोला था only square matrix have adjoint and inverse. Yes, so show that the matrix A is equal to 4 1 minus 2 3 satisfy the equation which is called an algebraic equation. क्या है equation यहाँ पे? A square minus 7A plus 14I is equal to 0. 14 into I, where I is the identity matrix. A is nothing but this matrix only. Okay, show that the matrix A satisfies this algebraic equation. This is the first part जो वहां पे statement में दिया गया है. We have to show that the matrix satisfy this equation. This one is the first part, and then find the inverse. See, using this means with the help of this algebraic equation we have to find the inverse of the matrix A. Okay, with the help of the algebraic equation. Using this means with the help of this algebraic equation you have to find the inverse of this matrix. Okay, this is the second part, which means the last part of this question. तो इसके पहले क्या करना पड़ेगा, जो algebraic equation दिया गया है उसको satisfy करना है ये matrix. ठीक है, तो ये अलजेब्रिक इक्वेशन में क्या क्या है टर्म्स, according to the terms only we will proceed. Okay, so in this equation the first term is left hand side का first term क्या है, a square. So find out a square from the matrix A. So find out a square. Since a is given, therefore a square is equal to, we know, a into a. This is equal to 4 1 minus 1 3 into 4 1 minus 2 3. 4 1 minus 2 3. Now you know how to multiply two matrices, row into column. 16 minus 2, 16 minus 2, that is 14. Again this row into second column. Now 4 plus 3, 4 plus 3, that is 7, minus 8 minus 6 minus 14 minus 2 plus 9, minus 2 plus 9, that is 7. This is a square. Okay, then direct we can put the value on left hand side of the equation. The left hand side is a square minus 7a plus 14i. So put all the values. A square अभी तो find out किया, which is 14 7 minus 14 7 minus 7 into a, you know scalar multiplication, so multiply this 7 with each and every element of the matrix A. That is 28 7 minus 14 21 plus 14i. I is the identity matrix, we know value 1 0 0 1, so this will be then 14 0 0 14. Now once you calculate and check whether we'll get 0 or not on right hand side, whether we'll get 0 or not. 14 minus 28 is minus 14 plus 14 is 0. 7 minus 7 0. Yes, first two elements are 0. Minus 14 plus 14 0. 7 minus 14, 21 is minus 14. Minus 14 plus 14 again 0. So this is equal to 0 only, which is equal to the right hand side part. Okay, so which means we can say that the matrix A satisfies the given algebraic equation. वही तो statement में था. Okay, we have to show that the matrix A satisfies this equation. Yes, satisfy किया. So this is the first part. Now the second part is using this. Once again I am repeating. Using this find A inverse. Using this means with the help of this algebraic equation you have to find the value of A inverse. Okay, so this is the first part. Now I am going to explain the second part. Using this means with the help of the given algebraic equation we have to find the value of A inverse. We have to find the value of A inverse. So here the equation is, this is the second part of the question, a square minus 7a plus 14i, which is equal to 0. Now see, listen carefully. To find the inverse of any matrix by using algebraic equation, always we have to multiply, pre-multiply. I must say pre-multiply. You have to pre-multiply A inverse on both sides of this algebraic equation. Okay, once again I am repeating. In order to find the inverse of any matrix by using the algebraic equation, always we have to pre-multiply A inverse on both sides of this equation. Okay, always we have to pre-multiply A inverse on both sides of this equation. Not only in this case, for any other sum. Okay, so if we multiply, pre-multiply करना है, pre-multiply A inverse on both sides of this equation, that is A to the power minus 1 means A inverse whole into A square minus 7a plus 14i, which is equal to A inverse into 0. Always we have to pre-multiply A inverse on both sides of the equation to find the inverse of a matrix by using algebraic equation. Okay, now expand it. See, a to the power minus 1 into a to the power 2, this is equal to a only because minus 1 plus 2 is 1 only. Yes, minus 7 into, now we know there is one property, a into a inverse, which is equal to a inverse into a. This is always equal to I. Okay, so a to the power minus 1 into a, which means I. So I into 7, that is 7i plus 14 into a inverse. This is equal to 0 because a inverse into 0 is 0 only. Okay, what is this I? I is the identity matrix. तो I के साथ कोई भी टर्म मल्टीप्लाई करने से वही तो मिलेगा. Identity matrix means the determinant of that part is always 1. Yes or not? That's why a inverse into I is a inverse only. But a inverse into a, it is always equal to I. A inverse into a is equal to a into a inverse, which is always equal to I. ये बात याद रखना है. Okay, this is one property. Okay, now since we have to find the value of a inverse, so keep the term a inverse on left hand side and bring all the terms on right hand side. Keep the term which contains a inverse on left hand side and bring all the terms on right hand side. So 14 a inverse keep on left hand side and bring 7i and a on right hand side. So before 7i a minus sign is there, so that's why it is plus 7i. Before a plus is there, so it will be then minus a. Okay, now you calculate it. 7i, we know 7 into I means 7007. We have to express it in the form of matrix only. Minus a, what is a? A is given in the question. 4 1 minus 2 3. Okay, so this is equal to 7 minus 4, that is minus 7 minus 4 is 3. 0 minus 1 minus 1, this is 2. 7 minus 3, that is 4. So since 14 into a inverse is equal to this one, which implies a inverse is equal to, divide both sides by 14. So a inverse is equal to 1 by 14 into matrix 3 minus 1 2 4. A inverse is equal to 1 by 14 into matrix 3 minus 1 2 4. So this is the solution of the second part. Okay, so ऐसा भी question आ सकता है. In the last class I have discussed when only one matrix will be given to us, how to find the inverse from that matrix. But today I have discussed another part of the inverse, which means to find the inverse by using the algebraic equation in matrix A. So this is the example. Okay, again I am repeating, in order to find the inverse by using the algebraic equation, always we have to pre-multiply A inverse on both sides of the equation. तो प्री मल्टीप्लाई करने के बाद हमेशा ऐसा टर्म मिलेगा ही, एंड दिस इज इक्वल टू ऑलवेज आई. ओके, दिस इज इक्वल टू ऑलवेज आई, एंड ए इनवर्स इनटू आई इज ऑलवेज ए इनवर्स ओनली बिकॉज आई इज द आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स. आफ्टर दैट ए इनवर्स का वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करना है, तो ए इनवर्स का टर्म को लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में रख के बाकी सब टर्म को राइट हैंड साइड में लेके आना है. आफ्टर दैट यू कैलकुलेट इट, you will get the result. Okay, so this is the example to find the inverse by using algebraic equation. Some more topics are there, I will continue now. So now let us discuss some application part of determinant and matrices. Okay, actually determinant and matrices can be used for solving system of linear equations in 2 or 3 variables. Okay, determinants and matrices can be used for solving system of linear equations in 2 or 3 variables. And another use is for checking the consistencies of the given linear equations. You have to use this determinant and matrices. Okay, so what are the use of matrices and determinants? The application part is to solve system of linear equations in 2 or 3 variables. We can use determinant and matrices. And for checking the consistencies of the given linear equations in 2 or 3 variables, we can use these determinants and matrices. Okay, these are the application part of matrix and determinants. अभी जो second point में बताया, for checking the consistencies of the given system of linear equations, तो अगर linear equations दिया रहेगा तो क्वेश्चन में how can we check whether the system is consistent or inconsistent? How can we check? But before that we should know what is consistency and what is inconsistency. अगर उसका मीनिंग ही नहीं पता तो एग्जाम्पल देके तो फायदा नहीं है. फर्स्ट यू शुड हैव सम आइडिया अबाउट कंसिस्टेंसी एंड इनकंसिस्टेंसी, राइट? सो कंसिस्टेंसी, कंसिस्टेंट सिस्टम क्या होता है? A system of linear equation is said to be consistent if its solution, whether the solution, number of solution one or more or infinite exist. Okay? Once again I am repeating the definition of consistency. A system of linear equations is said to be consistent if इट्स सोल्यूशन एग्जिस्ट. अगर वो सिस्टम का सोल्यूशन एग्जिस्ट करेगा तो देन ओनली वी कैन से दैट द गिवन इक्वेशंस आर कंसिस्टेंट. ओके? इफ द सिस्टम ऑफ इक्वेशंस आर सेड टू बी इनकंसिस्टेंट इफ इट्स सोल्यूशन डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट. ओके? इनकंसिस्टेंट कब होगा? जब वो इक्वेशंस का सॉल्यूशन ही एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगा. तो मुझे कैसे पता चलेगा कि सॉल्यूशन एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है या एग्जिस्ट नहीं कर रहा है? एक कंडीशन याद रखना है. कंसिस्टेंसी होने के लिए डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए का वैल्यू नॉट इक्वल टू 0 होना चाहिए. व्हाट इज ए नाउ? ए इज नथिंग बट द गिवन मैट्रिक्स. वो मैं एग्जाम्पल देके बताऊंगा. ओके? सिर्फ कंडीशन याद रखना है. कैसे पता चलेगा कि वेदर द सिस्टम इज इनकंसिस्टेंट और कंसिस्टेंट? इफ डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0 देन द सिस्टम इज कंसिस्टेंट. If determinant of A is not equal to 0 then the system is consistent, means the solution will exist. The number of solutions may be 1 or more than 1 or infinite. But if the value of determinant of A is equal to 0 then the system of equation does not exist. Solution does not exist. Okay? तो अगर सॉल्यूशन एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगा तो मतलब वो इनकंसिस्टेंट हो गया. तो इनकंसिस्टेंट मींस डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए इक्वल टू 0 होने से. अगर डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए नॉट इक्वल टू 0 हुआ तो देन ओनली वी कैन से दैट इट इज कंसिस्टेंट सिस्टम. एंड इन केस ऑफ कंसिस्टेंट सिस्टम ओनली द सॉल्यूशंस ऑफ द गिवन इक्वेशंस, in case of consistent system only the solutions of the given equations exist, whereas in case of inconsistent system the solution does not exist. Okay? तो कंडीशन याद रखना है सॉल्व करने के लिए. तो अभी क्लियर हो गया आई होप. कंसिस्टेंसी एंड इनकंसिस्टेंसी. ए सिस्टम ऑफ इक्वेशन इज सेड टू बी कंसिस्टेंट इफ इट्स सॉल्यूशन एग्जिस्ट. तो सॉल्यूशन कब एग्जिस्ट करेगा? if the value of determinant of A is not equal to 0. The system of equation is said to be inconsistent if its solution does not exist. तो does not exist कब होगा? if determinant of A is equal to 0. लेकिन क्यों? कुछ तो रीजन होगा. ये रीजन भी मैं एग्जाम्पल से बताऊंगा. वाई डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए इक्वल टू 0 होने से इनकंसिस्टेंट होता है और डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए नॉट इक्वल टू 0 होने से कंसिस्टेंट होता है. आई विल गिव वन एग्जाम्पल, आई विल एक्सप्लेन वन एग्जाम्पल. ओके? तो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द कंसिस्टेंसी, इनकंसिस्टेंसी एंड द एप्लीकेशन पार्ट ऑफ डिटर्मिनेंट्स एंड मैट्रिसेस. सो द एप्लीकेशन पार्ट इज व्हाट? To solve linear equations, to solve a system of linear equations of 2 or 3 variables, we can use determinants and matrices. And for checking the consistencies of the given linear equations also we can use this matrices and determinants. So अभी इसके बाद consistency और inconsistency भी बोल दिया. Now solution of system of linear equations using inverse of a matrix. मतलब जब linear equations दिया रहेगा उसको कैसे solve करना है. अभी तक तो मैं बताया था uses part of the matrices and determinants. मतलब linear equation solve करने के लिए यूज कर सकते हैं. लेकिन क्वेश्चन है कि वो linear equation को solve कैसे किया जाएगा और linear equations होगा भी कितना, कैसा. Okay, now see I will explain. Suppose there are 3 equations given to us. That is the 3 equations. The first one say a1x plus b1y plus c1z say equal to d1, a2x plus b2y plus c2z, this is equal to d2, and a3x plus b3y plus c3z is equal to d3. Suppose these three linear equations are given to us and we have to solve these equations by using the concept of matrices and determinants. Now how can we solve? Equations ऐसा होगा. These are linear equations only, clearly we can say, because the power of these unknown variables is equal to 1 only. So three equations are given. How to solve with the help of matrix and determinants? How to solve such type of linear equations with the help of matrix and determinants? No sir. जब ऐसा इक्वेशंस दिया रहेगा, ये सब इक्वेशंस को पहले मैट्रिक्स फॉर्म में लिखना पड़ेगा. दैट इज a इक्वल टू, से कैपिटल लेटर a इज इक्वल टू a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2, a3 b3 c3, comma capital letter x, because we all know that matrix is always denoted by capital letter. So capital letter x equal to x, small letter x, small letter y and small letter z, and capital letter b is equal to d1 d2 d3, d1 d2 d3. अभी मैं एक्सप्लेन करूंगा क्या लिखा ये मैं. These three equations will be given in the question. First of all, you have to represent in matrix form. Okay, so a equal to, इसको मैट्रिक्स फॉर्म में कैसे लिखा? मैट्रिक्स फॉर्म में लिखा कि a1 b1 c1. ये a1 b1 c1 क्या है? These are the coefficients x y z का कोफिशियंस है. सॉरी, yes, x y z का कोफिशियंस है. सिमिलरली a2 b2 c2 और व्हाट? सेकेंड इक्वेशन का x2 x y z का कोफिशियंट है. और a3 b3 c3 क्या है? थर्ड इक्वेशन का x y z का कोफिशियंट्स है. राइट? Capital letter x is what? Capital letter x is equal to, I have written here small letter x, y and z. These small letter x, y and z are what? Small letter x, y and z are nothing but the unknown variables. Equation में जितना unknown variables रहेगा उतना ही लिखना है. अगर equation में दो unknown variable है तो then you have to write only small letter x and y. But you have to remember one thing, that these unknown variables always you have to represent by capital letter x. Okay, and b is what? Capital letter b is also another matrix. This b equal to क्या में लिखा? d1 d2 d3. ये d1 d2 d3 क्या है? These are nothing but the right hand side part, that is the constant parts. Okay, so from these equations, from these linear equations, first of all you have to write in matrix form, that is capital letter a equal to x y z का coefficients. जितना इक्वेशन है सब इक्वेशंस का x y z का कोफिशिएंट लिखा. कैपिटल लेटर x इक्वल टू क्या लिखा? स्मॉल लेटर x, स्मॉल लेटर y, स्मॉल लेटर z. अभी पूछ सकते हो कि ये क्यों कूलम मैट्रिक्स लिखा? क्योंकि ये दोनों को जब मल्टीप्लाई करना है, ये दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई करके यही इक्वेशन आना चाहिए. That's why you have to write in column form. Okay, so the matrix representation of these equations are a into x is equal to b. Because if you multiply a and x, if you multiply capital letter a and x, always you will get this equation only. वही इक्वेशन तो आना चाहिए ना. खुद का मर्जी से हम लोग रिप्रेजेंट नहीं कर सकते मैट्रिक्स फॉर्म में. द क्वेश्चन इज to how to solve the system of linear equations with the help of matrix and determinant. तो फिर इक्वेशन को तो पहले मैट्रिक्स फॉर्म में अरेंज करना पड़ेगा ना. तो वही किया, इक्वेशन से मैट्रिक्स फॉर्म में अरेंज किया. एंड दिस मैट्रिक्स फॉर्म कैन बी रिप्रेजेंटेड एज a into x equal to b. You can check. If you multiply a and x, you will get this one only. a1x plus b1y plus c1z, a2x plus b2y plus c2z, a3x plus b3y plus c3z. You will get. Okay. So a into x equal to b, which implies a into x equal to b, which implies, can I write x equal to a inverse of b? Yes or not? A into x equal to b means x equal to a inverse b. A inverse of b also we can write. Why I have written this one? Because here a, how many matrices are there? 3. A, b and x. Out of these 3, which one is unknown? X is unknown. So that's why जो unknown matrix है उसको हमेशा left hand side में रखना है. To solve the linear equations by using the concept of matrices and determinants, these are the रिप्रेजेंटेशन, दिस इज द फर्स्ट पार्ट एक्चुअली। उसके बाद तो सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा, तो सॉल्व करना इतना टफ नहीं है, लेकिन प्रेजेंटेशन, रिप्रेजेंटेशन, कैसे मैट्रिक्स फॉर्म में इसको रिप्रेजेंट करना है वो ठीक से करना है, ठीक है। सो a इंटू एक्स इक्वल टू बी, विच इंप्लाइज वी कैन राइट इट एज x इक्वल टू a इनवर्स इंटू बी, x इक्वल टू a इनवर्स इंटू बी। x को हमेशा लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में रखना है, बिकॉज x इज द अननोन मैट्रिक्स, x इज द अननोन मैट्रिक्स, जो मैट्रिक्स का वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करना है। इक्वेशन को सॉल्व करना मतलब क्या, यू हैव टू फाइंड द वैल्यूज ऑफ द अननोन क्वांटिटीज, राइट। सो दैट्स व्हाई यू हैव टू कीप कैपिटल लेटर x ऑलवेज इन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, okay. So ax equal to b can be written as x equal to a inverse b. So by using this equation only we can find the values of the unknown quantities, we can find the values of the unknown quantities, that is x, y and z, ठीक है। तो ये हो गया कि इक्वेशन के दिया रहने से कैसे सॉल्व करना है, लेकिन कंडीशंस, कुछ कंडीशंस दिया मैं, लाइक कंसिस्टेंसी, इनकंसिस्टेंसी, यहां पे चेक करना पड़ेगा। यहां पे जो मैं लिखा x इक्वल टू a इनवर्स ऑफ b, ये a इनवर्स का डेफिनेशन मैं ऑलरेडी दे दिया था। हाउ टू कैलकुलेट a इनवर्स, वी नो a इनवर्स, द लास्ट क्लास आई हैव गिवन a इनवर्स इज इक्वल टू 1 by डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ a into adjoint of a, yes or not? In the last class I have given a inverse is equal to 1 by determinant of a into adjoint of a, right? अभी मैं पूछूंगा कि ये डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए अगर इक्वल टू 0 होगा तो व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड इनकंसिस्टेंट, बिकॉज इफ डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए इज इक्वल टू 0 देन ए इनवर्स डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट। अगर ए इनवर्स ही एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगा तो x का वैल्यू कहां से मिलेगा, दैट मीन्स विच हैज नो सॉल्यूशन, द सॉल्यूशन डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट। दैट्स व्हाई इफ डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए इज इक्वल टू 0 देन द सिस्टम ऑफ इक्वेशंस आर कॉल्ड inconsistent, because the solution does not exist, because something by 0 is always undefined. This is the reason. But if determinant of a is not equal to 0, if determinant of a is not equal to 0, then only the solution will exist, means we can find the values of these unknown variables. Clear or not my point now? कंसिस्टेंसी इनकंसिस्टेंसी का जो कंडीशन में दिया था, डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए इक्वल टू 0 होने से इनकंसिस्टेंट क्यों होता है, क्योंकि डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए इक्वल टू 0 होने से ए इनवर्स ही एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगा। अगर ए इनवर्स एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगा तो हाउ कैन वी डिटरमाइन द वैल्यू ऑफ कैपिटल लेटर एक्स, दैट्स व्हाई सॉल्यूशन डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट। Whereas if determinant of a is not equal to 0, then only the solution will exist. That's why it is called consistent system, right? So this is the reason. Okay. Now the thing is, see this table. ये टेबल को ठीक से पढ़ने से क्लियर हो जाएगा कि सॉल्व करना कैसे है। मैं जो बताया, जो अभी बोला, जो एक्सप्लेन किया, वही मैं यहाँ पे लिखा। मैट्रिक्स रिप्रेजेंटेशन, solution of system of linear equations using inverse of a matrix. By using inverse of a matrix, how to solve system of linear equations, उसका एक चार्ट में यहाँ पे लिख दिया, ठीक है। क्या करना पड़ेगा, equations will be given in the question, you have to represent in matrix form, कैसे, ax equal to b, जो मैं explain किया, and then calculate determinant of a. Of course you have to calculate determinant of a first, because if determinant of a equal to 0 हो गया तो कुछ कंडीशन होता है, डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए नॉट इक्वल टू 0 होगा, उसके लिए भी कुछ कंडीशन होता है। सो इफ यू कैलकुलेट डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए एंड इफ डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0 देन सिस्टम इज कंसिस्टेंट एंड हैव यूनिक सॉल्यूशन, मतलब सॉल्यूशंस तो मिलेगा ही, वेदर नंबर ऑफ सॉल्यूशंस 1 और मोर देन 1 और इनफाइनाइट, बट सॉल्यूशन मिलेगा। बट इफ डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए इज इक्वल टू 0 देन you have to calculate adjoint of a into b, ये थोड़ा अलग पार्ट है। if determinant of a equal to 0 then we have to calculate the value of adjoint of a into b, and if adjoint of a into b is not equal to 0, if adjoint of b a into b is not equal to 0, then the system is inconsistent and has no solution. Stop here. If adjoint of a into b is equal to 0, then the system may be either consistent or inconsistent. इसका मतलब है कि डायरेक्टली मैं बोलना चाहता हूं कि अगर डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ a का वैल्यू 0 होगा तो then solution does not exist. If determinant of a is not equal to 0, then only it is called, the system is called consistent and it has some solution, whether number of solution 1 or more than 1 or infinite, ठीक है। So in this way you have to calculate. So the first thing is you have to represent in matrix form the given linear equations, and then you have to calculate determinant of A. After that you have to proceed. Okay, so ये जो पार्ट में एक्सप्लेन किया, अभी इसका एग्जांपल दूंगा. These are the application part of matrix and determinants. Now I am going to give one example to calculate, to solve system of linear equations by using the concept of inverse of a matrix. Okay. So let us take one example. Solve the system of linear equations by using the inverse of a matrix. Okay. So here three equations are given. The first one is x plus y plus z is equal to 6. Second one is y plus 3z is equal to 11. And the third one is x plus z is equal to twice y. Okay. So since three equations are given, what you have to do first? You have to represent in matrix form. That is capital letter A, capital letter X and capital letter B का वैल्यू पहले लिखना पड़ेगा. So here capital letter A is equal to क्या है? X Y Z का कोफिशिएंट. So first equation का X Y Z का कोफिशिएंट क्या क्या है? 1 1 1. Second equation, check carefully. In the second equation there is no X. So since there is no X, so which means the coefficient of X is 0, coefficient of Y 1, coefficient of Z 3. Whereas in the third equation, check the third equation very carefully. This is x minus twice y plus z equal to 0 also we can write, which means 1 minus 2, 1. This is matrix A. Now write down capital letter X. So capital letter X means all the unknown variables. So here in these equations, how many unknown variables are there? All the three unknown variables are there. That is x, y and z. So capital letter X is equal to small letter x, y and z. And B is equal to, write all the constants, means right hand side में जो है, that is 6, 11 and 0. Third equation का right hand side में है 0. Okay, so the matrix representation is A into X is equal to B, which implies X is equal to A inverse of B. This is say equation number 1. Okay, like this you have to write step by step, क्योंकि these are long questions actually. Okay, so step markings होगा. क्या करना पड़ेगा? First step, जो equations दिया रहेगा, first of all you have to represent in matrix form. Okay, so in this way you have to represent in matrix form. Direct पहले से ही solve मत करो. ठीक है? First of all you have to represent in matrix form. Now A inverse into B, X equal to A inverse into B. B is the known matrix only, right? But A inverse we don't know. So for A inverse, what do we have to calculate? In the last class I have discussed about all these things. We know A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. Yes or not? So now you have to calculate determinant of A and check whether inverse exists or not. So since A is given, so determinant of A means 1 1 1. 0 1 3 1 minus 2 1. Expand it. So if I expand this one along first column, if I expand this one, the first element is 1. Delete the position of 1. 1 plus 6, that is 7. Second element is 0. I am expanding along first column. Third element is 1. Delete the position of 1. 3 minus 1, that is 2. So 7 plus 2, which is equal to 9. And we all know that 9 is always not equal to 0. Now since determinant of A is not equal to 0, therefore we can say A inverse exists. Okay, so हमेशा determinant of A का value find out करना पड़ेगा. This is the second step. First of all you have to represent in matrix form the given system of linear equations, and then you have to calculate determinant A to check whether A inverse exists or not. If determinant of A is not equal to 0, then only A inverse exists. But if determinant of A is equal to 0, then inverse does not exist. And if inverse does not exist, which means there is no solution. Okay, so this is all about determinant of A. तो determinant of A निकल गया. A inverse के लिए जो चाहिए determinant of A चाहिए and adjoint of A चाहिए. Now I will calculate the adjoint of A part. What is the definition of adjoint of A? Adjoint of A square matrix. Adjoint of A is defined as the transpose of the matrix formed by the cofactors of the elements Aij, which means we have to find the cofactors of each and every elements. We have to find the cofactors of each and every element of the matrix A, and then you have to transpose that cofactor. Okay, adjoint is defined as the transpose of the matrix formed by the cofactors of the elements Aij. So that means first we have to calculate cofactor of each and every element, and then we have to transpose to get adjoint of A. So इसका एक शॉर्टकट मेथड है, क्योंकि देयर आर टोटल 9 एलिमेंट्स, राइट. सो अगर वो लॉन्ग मेथड फॉलो करूंगा तो जनरल मेथड फॉलो करूंगा तो इट विल टेक मोर टाइम टू फाइंड द कोफैक्टर. देयर इज वन शॉर्टकट मेथड टू फाइंड द कोफैक्टर्स ऑफ ऑल द 9 एलिमेंट्स. ओके, वो शॉर्टकट मेथड में मैं एक्सप्लेन करूंगा. दिस वन इज प्लस माइनस प्लस माइनस प्लस माइनस plus minus plus. This rule I am going to use now, okay, to find the cofactors of all the elements. I have written here whole thing to the power t. Why? Because जो cofactors का result मिलेगा उसको तो transpose करने से ही तो मुझे adjoint मिलेगा. Yes or not? Adjoint means it is the transpose of the matrix formed by the cofactors of all the elements Aij. Okay, that's why you have to transpose it. So अभी cofactor कैसे निकालना है? What's the first element here? First element is 1. Delete the position of 1. Delete the position of 1 and then you cross multiply it. Position delete करने के बाद जो elements बचेगा उसको cross multiply करना है. 1 plus 6, that is 7. So the first element is 7 cofactor. Okay, the first cofactor is 7. The second element is 1. Again delete the position of this one. 0 minus 3. 0 minus 3 is minus 3. Although here minus sign is there, again अगर कैलकुलेट करने के बाद फिर से माइनस मिलेगा तो माइनस लिखना पड़ेगा. You cannot ignore that minus sign. The third element is also 1. Delete the position of this one. If I delete this position, 0 minus 1, that means minus 1. The fourth element is 0. Delete the position of 0. If I delete the position of 0, then this will be 1 plus 2, which is 3. Next element is 1. Delete the position of 1. 1 minus 1, that is 0. Next element is 3. Delete the position of 3. Minus 2 minus 1, which means minus 3. Next element is 1. Delete the position of 1. 3 minus 1, that is 2. Next element is minus 2. Delete the position of minus 2. 3 minus 0, that is 3. And the last element is 1. Delete the position of 1. 1 minus 0, that is 1. This is equal to, don't forget to transpose it, otherwise you will not get the adjoint part. So transpose करना है अभी. 7 3 minus 1, 7 3 minus 1, minus 3 0 3 2 minus 3 1. This is the adjoint of the given matrix. Okay, so this is the shortcut method. 7 3 minus 1, 7 3 minus 1, sorry, 7 3 2 3 0 minus 3 minus 1 3 1. This is the adjoint part of the matrix A. ठीक है, once again I am repeating, to solve such type of linear equations by using inverse of a matrix, what is the first step? Represent in matrix form in this way. After that, calculate the value of determinant of A and check whether A inverse exists or not. If determinant of A is not equal to 0, then only A inverse exists. If determinant of A is equal to 0, then inverse does not exist. After that, find adjoint of A. Why? Because to calculate A inverse, we need determinant of A as well as adjoint of A. So adjoint of A कैसे निकालना है? Adjoint of A is nothing but the transpose of the matrix. Which matrix? Matrix A. The transpose of the matrix formed by the cofactors of the elements Aij. मतलब सब एलिमेंट्स का कोफैक्टर निकालने के बाद उसका ट्रांसपोज करने से एडजॉइंट ऑफ ए मिलेगा. ओके, इफ यू वांट टू दैट that long method to find the cofactors, you can apply. It will take more time. Otherwise, you can use this rule, which is called plus minus plus rule. This is the shortcut method. Plus minus plus, minus plus minus, plus minus plus. कैसे कैलकुलेट करना है? सिंपल, ओनली वेरी सिंपल. फर्स्ट एलिमेंट, डिलीट द पोजीशन ऑफ द फर्स्ट एलिमेंट. जो एलिमेंट बचेगा उसका क्रॉस मल्टीप्लीकेशन करके जो रिजल्ट मिलेगा उसी को यहाँ पे लिखना है. बस ऐसे सबका निकाल दिया. ओके, सो नाउ वी नो द वैल्यू ऑफ एडजॉइंट ऑफ ए, वी नो डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए. नाउ वी कैन फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ कैपिटल लेटर एक्स. ओके, अभी क्या करना पड़ेगा? इक्वेशन 1 में डालना है. सो देयरफॉर equation 1 implies x is equal to A inverse. A inverse means what? Adjoint of A by determinant of A. तो जो determinant of A का वैल्यू क्या मिला 9. So multiply करना है सबके साथ, that is 7 by 9 minus 3 by 9 means minus 1 by 3, 2 by 9, again 1 by 3, 0, minus 1 by 3, minus 1 by 9, 1 by 3, again 1 by 9. This is A inverse into B. तो B का वैल्यू क्या था? इक्वेशंस से लिखना पड़ेगा. So B, I think B 6, 11 and 0. 6, 11, 0. This is B. Now you have to just multiply. Do you know matrix multiplication? Just multiply करना है अभी. Row into column. Row into column. So 7 by 9 into 6, that is 63 by 9, minus 11 by 3 plus 0. Again this row into this column now, 6 by 3 plus 0 plus 0. And this one, next one is minus 6 by 9 plus 11 by 3 plus 0. Okay, normal multiplication जो matrix में multiplication किया जाता है. So if I take LCM now, LCM is 9. So this will be then 63 minus 33 by 9. This one is 6 by 3, that is 2. This one is if I take LCM again 9. So LCM, if LCM is 9, this will be then minus 6 plus 33. This is equal to 63 minus 33, that is 30 by 9, 30 by 9, 2, then minus 27 by 9. So 27 by 9 means minus 3. This is minus 3. So once I have to check these values, it is 42, 7, 763, 732, 732, 30 minus 3, minus 1, minus 1, 3, 1. So if I multiply 1, then this will be 7 by 9, 7 by 9. That is minus 3 by 9, minus 3 by 9 means minus 1 by 3, then 2 by 9. Okay. Next one is 3 by 9 means 1 by 3, 0, minus 1 by 3, minus 1 by 9, 1 by 3, again 1 by 9. So this one is, this calculation is wrong little bit. So this is I think a 42 by 9 minus 11. So 42 by 9, 42 minus 33 is 9. So 9 by 9, that is 1. This is 1. Next one is a minus 6 by 9, minus 6 plus 11, this will be then 3. So after multiplication we got 1, 2, 3. What about the left hand side? Left hand side x, capital letter X means what? Small letter x, y and z. So small letter x, y and z, x, y, z is equal to 1, 2, 3. So the value of x is equal to 1 because this is equal matrix. X equal to 1, y equal to 2 and z is equal to 3. So these are the values of the unknown variables x, y and z. So like this you have to solve. These are long, this is long question. So step by step jana padega. Okay, so this is the final step. See how to calculate the value of capital letter X. Okay, if you want to verify the result, you can verify also by putting the values of X, Y and Z in either of the three equations. In the question there are three equations given. So X, Y, Z का जो value मिला वो X, Y, Z का value कोई भी एक इक्वेशन में पुट करने से सेटिस्फाई करेगा कि नहीं वो चेक कर सकते हो. अगर सेटिस्फाई किया तो ओके, अदरवाइज यू हैव टू चेक अगेन. ओके, सो according to this example the correct answer is 1, 2 and 3 only. Okay, you can verify also. So this is all about how to solve system of linear equations by using the concept of inverse of a matrix. So today I have discussed what? The application part of the determinants and matrices, and how to find the inverse of a matrix by using algebraic equation. Okay, so the last topic left, that is called by using the properties of determinant, how to prove the algebraic part. Okay, so in the next class I will discuss all about these things. So thank you for today.